Hey, thanks so much for watching this. My name is Brett Newton. I'm a school counselor at Western Hills University High School and just want to explain the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness Seal to anybody who is a little unsure about it. So this form is used as one of the steps in meeting Ohio graduation requirements. There's more to it. It also can count as a seal for Ohio diploma seals, which is a graduation requirement as well. But a quick introduction to this form, zooming in on this video so you can kind of see the different parts. This form can be received from the website, which I'm going to put on the screen in just a second, and then you'll want to fill it out as a PDF. If you need help with that, let me know, or let someone know who can guide you with that. But you're going to fill in that top spot, your name, your ID, your graduating year. That next section, the red section, is actually for a counselor or another administrator at your school to fill out once you complete everything. Right underneath that is the drug-free pledge. That's for you to read. Being drug-free does equate to being a future successful employee, so that is important, so make sure you read that. The next terms on here, reliability being the first, work ethic, punctuality, discipline, teamwork and collaboration, professionalism, learning agility. Then it's critical thinking. That's the front page of this worksheet. You will have to come up with an example for each one of these and how you show them. On the back, leadership, creativity, innovation, oral and written communications, digital technology, global, what's it say? Intercultural fluency, and then career management. Those are all the terms. And you have to come up with an example for how you've shown that in one of 3 environments. And then you'll have to find a mentor from those environments to validate your example. And that's what I'm going to talk about here in a minute, is how do you identify who could be a good mentor for you and how you can go about getting this form filled out so that you can get credit for this, but also doing it in a way that makes the most sense with your time. So that is what I'm going to explain next. All right, so you might be asking, how do I identify which mentors and what are mentors? to complete this form. So a mentor is an adult in your life who works for either your school, your place of employment, or an outside community organization. Those are the three environments in which you have to use at least two, whether that's work in school, community organization in school, or work in community organization and not use school. But it makes the most sense to use school because you're interacting with teachers frequently. Next question is, have you had a job? If you say you have, then and that job has been recent or you currently have it and you're on good terms there with your employer, I totally recommend you using your employer for this form. In this example on the screen, you see that I have my employer, my teacher number 1, and my teacher number 2. With my employer, I might write 6 sentences on my Ohio Means Job Readiness Seal worksheet where I show how I've shown reliability, work ethic, career management, punctuality, discipline, and teamwork. And I write 6 real specific examples with those traits in mind. Then I will write 4 more traits thinking about this one particular teacher I have who I know really likes me. And for that teacher, I'm gonna write about professionalism, learning agility, critical thinking, and global fluency. I'll write those 4 sentences very honestly and accurately, being specific. And then I'll think about another teacher who I know likes me. And in that class, I believe I've showed leadership, creativity, oral and written communication ability, and digital technology usage, and the ability to use digital technology. So I'll write those sentences, and then when I think my application, my worksheet is looking good, my sentences articulate these character traits well, then I'm going to take this form to these people. I'm going to have my counselor or somebody print off this form, and then I'm going to take it to these people and say, hey, do you agree with my sentences that I wrote where you are my mentor? If they do, then they'll flip your worksheet over, and on the back they will sign. They'll sign on the front next to the terms you used them for. They'll sign on the back if that's where you used some of the traits with them in mind. And then at the very bottom on the back, they will also provide their contact information, the phone number, their email, their signature, so that your counselor or whomever can contact them just to double check your work if they felt like that was necessary. Okay, so you're like, well, this all sounds good, but I don't work. I have never had a job, or I don't think I ended on good terms with my employer. The next question for you would be, have you been involved with a community partner or community organization? If you say that you have, then I'll go great. Community partner organizations, those could be things like Boys and Girls Club, the block ministry, maybe outside of school sports like AAU sports. It could be Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. It could be involvement with your religious organization. Just speak with your counselor about it and see if one that you have in mind could work. And in the same respect that I explained with your employer and how you would use these traits, you'll do the same thing. You'll think about how you've been involved with your community partner, and you'll write some specific examples. And then instead of going to your employer for signatures, you would go to this person. If you are like, I don't know, I don't think I've really been involved with a community organization. I don't really think I've been involved with employment. I don't know who I could use. In that situation, you'll come to your counselor or another person in the school helping you with this form, and we'll work with you to brainstorm and figure out who can be your third mentor. I know we can figure it out together. So other than that, upon completing those steps, getting those signatures, and getting a final blessing from the person in your school over top of this process, you are done with the Ohio Means Jobs Readiness Seal. If you have any other questions, talk to the person in your school responsible for this. Other than that, thank you so much for watching.